Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Showtime Sports Complex in the tournament in Waukesha, Wisconsin this morning. Beautiful tournament here. We're going to start a little bit late. So, 0-0 game in the bottom of the first inning. Right now for the Team 4, Ella Freeman's batting from Wazata High School in Wisconsin. Midwest Speed 16U is her travel team as she rips one up the middle for a base hit. One run comes home. I believe it's 1-0.
So a little bit of a different format here. There's always no outs in the situations that they play. We have a certain amount of hitters per inning. I don't know if we'll get a score. Maybe, maybe not. But if you're watching at home and you're wondering why they're still hitting with after 3 outs, it's because there's always no outs.
I didn't even know that, to be honest.
Yeah, so in the Showtime here, we're just getting kids. We're getting out them showcasing, letting them see their skills. So we try to play as many situations as we can, but to be able to get everybody through and get everybody hitting, every situation is like a no-out situation.
That's pretty cool. Susan Volk's now the batter for Team 4. She's of Fond du Lac High School in Wisconsin, 2025 grad, plays for the Wisconsin Bandits 16U team. Outside a ball there. Got to get a count still first. So today I believe I'm with the head coach of Hortonville softball.
Yep, it's this will be year 3 there for me. I coach for the Wisconsin Bandits as well, and a lot of these names, very familiar names. A lot of kids that I've seen in travel ball over the years and from high school. So it's a really good, always a really good time down here at the showcase. I think you guys. Oh, that's a foul ball. All right.
Yeah.
So we have a full count, no outs. Susan played on one of our 16 teams, also plays against me in the FVA conference, starting pitcher for Fond du Lac High School. So a lot of kids here that we'll see, a lot of familiar names if you've followed us for the last few years at the Showtime Showcase. It's always been a good time down here.
Yes, it has. You got a pretty good conference up there as well. Kimberly, Kaukauna, obviously. Fond du Lac, Hortonville's pretty well as well.
Yeah, it's a really good conference. I mean, there's a lot of good talent in that area. The Oshkosh West has been at state for the last couple of years. Kaukauna has obviously been the class of the state the last couple of years. But then you throw in Kimberly's and the Appleton schools and Fond du Lac, Nina's been a really good program. So it's every day. It's a tough day in that conference, but it's really good for the kids. It's really good competition. You have to be at your best all the time, and that just kind of brings out the best in all the players.
It's fun. It's funny because I was at the state baseball tournament in the middle. While I was at that, it was right after the state softball tournament ended, and I was sitting there, and I work for MaxPreps.com, so. The head softball writer texted me and said, "Hey, do you think Kaukauna should be nationally ranked?" I said, "Of course." I didn't give. So then I went around and asked everyone from the Post Crescent, you name it, what do you think they should be ranked? And it came up from that. So this is
Hannah Trzynski, Stevens Point Pacelli.
Okay, there we go.
State champion this year.
Oh yeah. Which division is that again? I forget.
I believe they were Division
3.
5.
Oh, really?
I believe they beat Oakfield in the state championship.
It's confusing because I stay mainly with the baseball kids, and in division in baseball they only have 4 at state, so that's why it kind of confuses me. And
yeah, we got 5 in the softball division, and I believe they defeated Oakfield in the state championship. In fact, I know that was the case. Because I was there, I can't, but I don't know. 2 months ago is hard to remember sometimes.
Yeah, I barely can remember who won state baseball. Obviously, Division I, Whitefish Bay. You guys had a great crowd at the state baseball. Hortonville really came out. It was sold out. It was loud. My first year ever covering prep sports, I was told state baseball is never like this, and this year it was just insane because you guys just brought pretty much the whole city.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Who do we got here?
Hannah Trzynski. She plays for the Plover Nationals travel team.
She's pitching, right?
I believe she's pitching too.
So
on the mound,
Emerald Olson is the hitter. Okay, got slapper.
Oh, nice tag there. Got her. That
our rosters are not
the best,
super great to look at here, so we're trying to get
so that
names.
was.
I can't get the name on the catcher there.
Addison Kofi was the runner thrown out running there. That's on the ground. Tough play in time. Had to run pretty fast there for that one as she was booking it down the line and still able to get the fast throw out.
Emma Bone with the play from Laconia High School at the shortstop.
So number 7 will come up now for team 4.
I'll get us some roster shoes and see what we got going on. Yeah. Morgan Larson, Sauk Prairie.
Oh, nice. Swings on the first pitch, strike 1. I believe the score is 2-0 early, 1-0? Or do they not keep track?
They do, but we'll never know. We're not going to worry too much about the score today.
Yeah.
We'll call the action. We're going to try to point out players, where they're from, some good skill things that they do. We'll just try to get their name out there. Coaches are here watching, and anybody that's listening and watching at home, we're going to try to showcase these players for you and
swing and a miss.
Help them find their future homes. That's the whole goal of this thing.
Yeah, that's what I saw though. The scouts there sitting back here with the. Forgot the thing. You tell how fast the pitch is going.
The Rapsodos over there. Yep.
Balls in the dirt.
You got the field set up a little differently this year. This used to be the skills field.
Oh really?
Yeah, we do all the skills testing on this field, but they kind of moved it around to that's on field 4. So we got games going on this.
So you got a home run derby out here tonight here as well. Many events. They had one event at Waukesha West High School as well last night. Oh, swings and misses. Really wanted that one.
Yeah, I think we'll have the home run derby. I believe that's around 6:30. We'll have the skills competition coming into. We'll have longest throw. We have the fastest sprinting speed. We got all kinds of competitions this year. Should be a good time, and that's at 6:30. We'll have a little break before that happens as Avery Milner comes up to bat from Forest Lake, Minnesota. One thing you'll notice is we're going to have kids from all over the Midwest at this place. In the past, we've had Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky. I believe last year we had a kid from Canada.
Really?
I know we did. I can't remember exactly how that was or how that worked, but talk about a trip.
Yeah, that's for sure. Swing and a miss for a strike there. Quickly 1-1. Beautiful morning here, as you mentioned. The last few years, the weather has been terrible at this event. Either it's been too hot.
This is
great. You name it.
2 years ago, it was 1,000,000 degrees and the sun was trying to kill you. And then last year we had rain. This is perfect today.
Thankfully, we have a drought in this summer for this event. Otherwise, it might have been a tough one.
We'll get you some interviews throughout the day. At times when we get an opportunity to do that, we'll have some people join us. We'll just try to bring you as much information as we can.
Pitch is going to roll out foul, just foul. As it off the end of the bat, that one was hit.
Still trying to figure out who's catching here.
Yeah, I wish she
can't see the number because of her gear.
Yeah. Maybe look at position number 1 for that player on the listed thing. Best way I would say go for it. And that pitch is in the dirt. Kind of lost track of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high. Now we're quickly up to a full count.
So I think that was ball 4.
Yeah.
But you do not walk. So you just keep your count, but they add a runner on base
Oh,
from the bench, usually the last out or someone at the end of the roster. But we don't want to take at-bats away from kids here today.
that's it. I was going to say, college coaches don't want to watch a kid walk 4 times.
Right. Well, that looks like a number 3 now. All right,
Yeah.
so we got our catcher, Claire Nelson from Assumption.
Umpires having discussion here early. They're
So
going to bring her back.
Yeah, so she does get a new count when she walks. She'll start with a fresh count.
I mean, for an umpire stance, a normal game for me when I used to umpire baseball was confusing for me. I can't imagine this with all this.
We're just here to enjoy the day and have fun today. This is a very low stress.
Yeah.
Well, for me, anyways.
Yeah.
I don't have scouts watching me.
That's true. Pitches away, swinging and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking for a big hit here. She has a runner on second. And that one's in the dirt. Gets away, and she's going to take third.
Nice block by Nelson, keeping the ball in front.
Yeah. This is like one of those fields when I used to umpire Little League. It reminds me of the backstop's not real far back. So the softball bases are a little closer, but this was a baseball field, the backstop, nobody would be able to steal home. Like say it got past catcher or a wild pitch. Unless it like took that weird bounce. Really close backstop. And strike 3.
A nice pitch there by Hannah on the outside corner.
So this will be Eliza Ecker of Ellsworth. Eliza Ecker. Correct me if I said that wrong. She's of Ellsworth. Lady Storm 16U is who she plays for. Travel team-wise, is she just rocks a foul ball to the left side.
A little ahead of that, but
Yeah.
was on it. A good 230 foul.
Yeah. Playing close to the line and left over there. With a righty batter, though, so she wouldn't be really shift over, I should say. It's the same as if it was a lefty. Pitch is away. Pitch is a little bit high and outside. Looking for one here with a runner on third. Like you said, the outs don't really add up in this game when there's 3 outs. You just try to get everyone at bats. So,
yeah, I think it's 6 hitters per half inning.
Okay.
I think there's 12 players on each team, so you get through the lineup then every 2 innings, which makes sense. And honestly, I don't even know how many innings we play.
That's what I was going to ask earlier too. I was going to ask him, but you know, such a setup there. And that was hit into center field, and it'll be caught, taken up. Is Emerald Olson on Alaska. She scores a run. Nice. I don't mind it at all, to be honest.
This is Paige Cayley
Of Waukesha West High School. Plays for the Ethics Sports Academy. Prospects. And that one's going to drop into right center. She's going to have herself at least a double. And trying to go for 3. Throw coming at 3 is high. So she gets herself in there with a triple. Nice hit out there in the right center gap.
That's the end of the inning.
Yep, that's the end of the inning.
How exciting.
Yeah. Triple, you don't even get to score. But that's A-okay, as long as you're getting every kid each at bat. See the ball, at least get at least a chance, hit the step in the plate 2 or 3 times a game. I'm okay with that. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about this tournament last week when he messaged me to come broadcast here. I didn't.
Yeah, this is so this is a good event. Bigger and better than ever. I don't know how many kids we have registered this year. Let me see if I can find that out. But it's continuing to grow. We have lots of college coaches who come to check in. It's just a really good opportunity for kids. And then Showtime has put on a really good product over the last few years. This is our third year that we've been here. So maybe a little bit later we'll do some interviews and kind of let them talk about what they do. But it's really helped grow softball and give these kids an opportunity to come out and showcase their talents in front of some college coaches.
That's for sure. So here we go. Is this the?
Oh, and we're back in the.
Team 2 is the hitting team?
I think this is Hannah Trzynski hitting. Now we're on team 4. Team 4 is hitting.
Team 4.
Yeah, there they go.
Okay, here we go. Hannah Trzynski at the plate up at Shelley Catholic. She plays for the Plover Nationals tribal team. Pitches away, swings and drives one to second base, and it's caught. Kind of got jammed a little bit there, otherwise had a chance probably to get an outfield hit.
A good pitch in on the hands. It's tough to hit. Just like anything, you make a good pitch and you get it in on the hands. It's hard to get that bat head out in front.
Emma Bone of Laconia at the plate now. Plays for Velocity GRB. As it's in their first strike. Sir, we're going to see lots of great talent throughout the day. More than you probably see going to a local softball game, because obviously you got some really good softball teams in the state, arguably some of the best in the Midwest. The thing is, though, when you look at the nationally ranks, because I kind of got told with the nationally ranks, it is so hard to beat the teams out like the Midwest teams in California, Florida, Texas, because they play like 50 games a year. So if they're 50-0, they're going to be put up there pretty high. So that's why.
A little bit different playing up in Wisconsin, Midwest area than when you're playing year round. And
oh, nice! Right at the pitcher though. She recovers quickly for the out.
But yeah, they're able to play year round down in those states, and that makes a big difference. And but I will say, especially in our travel ball recently, our teams from Wisconsin, some of our top clubs have gone down to California, have gone out to Colorado, and played in some of these big tournaments and finished, top 10 in those tournaments, and really kind of giving Wisconsin softball a really good name. When they go to these tournaments. And we got kids here from all kinds of states, so we're going to mostly focus on a lot of Wisconsin kids because we'll see mostly Wisconsin kids, but we'll have the kids from Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, and we'll try to get everybody in here. So especially for those people, if you're watching from home and you know somebody from out of state that's here, we'll try to get them on camera, give them a shout out, and let them know what their hard work is paying off.
Barrett Cole now the batter for Marinette. And his dead ball is the hitter. So the count will reset.
We'll put a runner on base, somebody at the end.
I was going to say, it looked like they either hit her on the bounce. I heard a little bit of contact there. So running on the base is Emma Bone, the last hitter. She'll stand on first base. Pitch away. In there for a strike. Kind of caught the inside corner, inside low corner. Didn't get a count on that one, but next pitch is away. Swing. So it's going to be quickly 2 strikes on Cole. There's no balls, 2 strikes. Correction there. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. Throw down to second is going to be not in time as it try to dig down out of the dirt. Nice steal there quickly from Bone. So team 4 has a runner on second. Like I said, the outs are not a factor in this game. It's 6 batters per inning, and that's off the end of inside and thrown out to first base. Looks like she got jammed again. Like you said, great inside pitching here.
Yeah, you can be really effective as a pitcher if
Yeah.
you can get it on the hands. Slow down their bat barrel a little bit, and that's how you got to get good hitters out. You can't just try to go away all the time. You got to get in on their hands off the plate and try to get them to have some weak contact.
Lily Atkinson, now the batter of East Troy. She plays for Wisconsin Lightning in the summertime. That's her travel team. Quickly up 1-0 right now. Pitch is away. A little bit outside and low for a ball. Quick throw down back to third. Got back in time. Just quickly, 2 balls, no strikes on the batter. Pitch is still a little bit outside, 3-0. Like I said, she gets to ball 4. They will put someone from the dugout on base. The batter keeps batting and gets a reset count. That's how the way they do it this showcase, which makes sense to get everyone their best at bat. At ball inside, so now they'll put a runner on base, and she will stay batting. And it'll be a new count. Pitch is in there. A little bit outside once again. Quick 1-0 again. Love softball because I'm not used to the atmosphere of all this cheering. I remember one of the athletic directors, I was at a school. He came over from watching the softball game at that same school when I was watching the baseball game. He goes, man, softball's a lot better to watch than this stuff. Because nobody in baseball is all like, nobody's cheering, nothing. It's just like quiet. And then you got these dugouts that are just routing. It's like, it's kind of a night. Kind of like a different experience with 2 different dugouts between the 2 sports.
All the girls' sports is just different because of the energy that comes with it.
Yeah, that's for sure. So Lily Atkinson has 2 balls, no strikes on her. Pitches off the end of the bat and foul as she tried to have swing at that one outside. 2-1. I roll up here this morning and I saw so many people around here. I'm like, is it really 7:30 in the morning? I said, "Wow."
Too early for me.
Yeah,
This
that's what I
is
was.
supposed to be summertime.
Yeah, he told me 2 balls, 2 strikes. I go, what time did the game start? When he asked me, he goes 8 a.m. I'm thinking, oh man. I'm like, then I got up just fine this morning. It was like, jumped in the car, drove here from Oak Creek. Ball's inside there.
Put another runner on here. We'll have bases loaded now.
And
No outs. We haven't had an out all day.
yeah, and there's not gonna be an out all day. So they'll put another. Pretty soon, the whole dugout's gonna be used, which is kind of interesting because like they want to see your base run skills as well. So in that situation, you're sitting on the bench. Get out there and see. Are you good at judging where the ball's hitting the outfield or how your hustle is out there? Ball is quickly thrown back to third. Gets back easily.
Yeah, to me, it's important to see how kids take a lead,
Yeah.
what kind of jumps they get off the bat. What kind of how aggressive are they? Can they read the pitch well if it's in the dirt? And there's a lot of things you can tell by how somebody runs the bases. And a lot of times, some of the more confident players will be very confident base runners and very aggressive. And you can tell a lot about a player when you're just watching them run the bases.
Pitch is a little bit inside for a ball. Last pitch, I couldn't tell if he called it on the swing or it looked like a pretty decent pitch as well. Next pitch away. A little bit inside for a ball once again, kind of like almost the same spot as the last pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. That's Lily Atkinson, still batting of East Troy. That's a strike. It's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitches it away, and it's going to be grounded to first. Going to get past the first and second base. 1 run scores. Kind of one of those tough plays. Kind of had to like reach over for that. So now it'll be Reagan Hunley of Sun Prairie West High School batting. Plays for GTS Midwest Genridge, 2025 grad. I always thought about this to myself. I said, imagine they didn't divide the 2 Sun Prairie high schools, how good the softball team would still be there. Because then they win state.
Well, they were the runners-up a couple years.
Yeah, runner-up, that's right.
And they were again this year. But, you know, there's good and there's bad. You got Sun Prairie obviously was very good when they had the one school, but you divide in 2 schools, which now you got a lot of more opportunities for kids to play.
Oh, I know.
And I don't know, you still have a pretty good program. I'm always good with more opportunities for kids. So I mean, just twice the opportunities, twice as many teams, twice as many roster spots. I don't think that's such a bad thing. Obviously, it does take away your ability to have one, loaded team. But there's a couple other schools in the state that are kind of in the same boat. And but incredible facilities at Sun Prairie.
West, I heard, wasn't it like a...
Well, everything's new there, so they should have some nice stuff, right? But
Sun Prairie East is still pretty nice as well.
But, yeah, I mean, their facilities are really nice. It's a good district. And, you know, they've had some really good talent throughout the years.
I know they were... Sun Prairie East especially takes strike 3 there. Sun Prairie East especially, and that's the end of the inning. Sun Prairie East, which was originally Sun Prairie, but they had a state runner-up football team, state champion baseball team several times, state runner-up to Franklin in 2021. So pretty good athletics around there, and that Sun Prairie's got a bunch of really good athletes. But the Madison area in general, Middleton has some pretty good athletes. Go a little east to Oconomowoc, Kettle Moraine. Kettle Moraine had a good softball team this year. They, I believe they lost to Waterford in the sectional final. Waterford made a state appearance this year.
Yeah, we'll see Casey Navarro later from Kettle Moraine. She'll be in the home run derby. She's on my club team, so excited to see Casey a little later.
That's right. You get to see some of your. How many of your players are here today?
Oh, there's a bunch. I don't know. I haven't looked at the list to count it exactly, but probably one in every game at some point.
Oh, that's cool. Get them noticed now. This is definitely a great event for, like I said, with the getting noticed by college scouts.
This is Alex Gerber going to lead off from Burnsville, Minnesota, just outside of Minneapolis.
I know it's W7 lately has been trying to get exposure of out-of-state people, out-of-state athletes.
Hey, man, grow the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because we love Wisconsin kids doesn't mean that the other kids don't deserve it as well. So it's always been great opportunities, and they've really helped try to grow the game and do right by all the kids that they cover.
Pitch is outside for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Oh, I was going to say, how'd you know Burnsville was in Minnesota? And I see all the states because I'm like, oh, I got to know which. Like Grays Lake, I saw that one. I'm like, I know that's in Illinois without even looking at the state. But I was like, that was going to be foul.
That hit her helmet.
Yep.
Burnsville, I believe it's just south of Minneapolis. I got some friends that live in Burnsville. Nice area.
Minnesota's a state that kind of reminds me of Wisconsin. Same type of weather in the winter. Kind of like, same like rating as sports-wise. I mean, right in the helmet.
Same spot.
Yeah. Thankfully in softball they wear the mask. I mean, in baseball, if you do that, I did that a few times back in my playing days or fouled one off and somehow ended up in my face. Didn't feel well. I'll say that. So you got the extra protection in softball, certain positions where the face guard, and that's grounded to shortstop. Throws to first. In time. Nice play there by the shortstop.
You know, one thing we don't have this year that we've had in the past is the benefit of having their times.
Yeah.
You know, their sprint speed and their throwing times. I don't have any of that this year, so a little less information to go off of. But we'll still talk about the kids. We'll give them a good experience.
What I used to do for baseball, which I'm not sure they have a thing for softball like this, but obviously PBR Wisconsin, I used to go on their website and read off because every player has their pop time on there and stuff. I used to read it off like during the games that I broadcast baseball games in the Milwaukee, Waukesha area.
Yeah, we used to have all that last year, and we don't have those numbers available. This is Olivia Poland from Winona, Minnesota. But yeah, we'll try to get you that any information that we can about kids, and it is fun having those numbers though, and kind of seeing what their top sprint speed is, what their exit velocity, all those types of things. So
And that's quickly rolled foul. Lots of foul balls at the bat. It's kind of sticking right by home plate. Like,
fields are in great shape so far
yeah.
today. I mean, like I said, this is probably the best weather that we've had in the couple years that I've been here, and
that's in the dirt. Kind of a little bit cut off the hands there. So her main position is she mainly just plays in the outfield. That's Olivia Poland of Winona. She mainly just plays in the outfield. That's what we have listed on the sheet. That's a throws right-handed. That's going to be grounded to short once again. Throw on to first in time. Nice play there once again by the shortstop. Able to get it quick and out of the glove, nice and fast.
we got a new shortstop over there. Who is it?
Bryn Taylor will now be the batter for
Barrett Cole over at shortstop from Marinette. And 2 nice plays here back to back.
Bryn Taylor of Olathe West in Kansas at the plate now. Coming pretty far for this.
Just on the southwestern side of Kansas City.
Yeah.
Been there a couple times for some tournaments. It was hot.
She plays for the KC Pride, which I assume that stands for Kansas City Pride. She mainly plays second base and outfield. Bats right-handed, throws right as well. She follows that one off to the left side. Man, it's just gorgeous out here. When I woke up this morning, I was a little damp, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to need a sweatshirt or not? So I said no. Because it's supposed to get pretty hot today, I think, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, 84, I think.
84?
Yeah, it ain't too bad.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
I can live with that.
Yeah. That's ground to first. Quickly bobbled, but gets the tag on Taylor.
It's a good backhand to stop the ball. I'd like to see her get her other hand on the ball there, making the tag so the ball doesn't pop out of your glove. But a nice play.
I can already tell by the helmet it's going to be Jada Carl's 2025 grad, New Berlin Eisenhower at the plate. Coming from Wisconsin, mainly plays third base. That's lefty, but throws righty. Pitches inside. I kind of knew right away just by seeing that helmet because I remember seeing their logo a few times that was New Berlin Eisenhower. We were going to do a football game with them this year. That's how I knew their logo pretty well. Umpire calls time to give her a new ball. Quickly, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitches inside for a ball. Once again, it's 2-0. Waiting for the next pitch. High again, 3-0. Like the pitch selection here.
So we don't have any on this team, but there are 2 kids here. Paige Johnson. There's 2 Paige Johnsons, both from Superior.
Oh, really?
Yep.
2 of the same names from the same city?
Paige Johnson, and then there's Paige B. Johnson. And I wanted to see if they were on the same team, and they are not.
Okay, I was going to say, that's going to get confusing once we get there.
Yeah, but I wanted to look that up. But, that's what I was looking at before.
I think I saw one of them on Twitter or something because W7 was retweeting all the kids coming out. I think I saw one of them on Twitter pop up on my feed. So That's kind of how I recognize that name. Quickly in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Pitches away. It's going to be hit. Up the middle, base hit. And she's going to stop at second. As you should there, because you try to go for 3. I mean, it's a risk, but probably won't end well for you.
This will be Eliza Piggott from Grays Lake.
Illinois. First Illinois player I'm mentioning today, even though I'm sure there's been one already that I haven't talked about. Awaiting the pitch. Pitches it down there again for a strike. It's 0-2 quickly. I kind of got used to the softball zone. I'm sure it's not much different, but it's like just a bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was pretty close. I mean, pretty good frame there as well. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Pitches in, swing and grounded to third. It's going to stay fair. Throw to first, and not in time. Almost turned the double play from third to first. She picked that up just fair, and that's going to end the inning with the batter limit.
So it came up with that recover, and then it came up with something else that literally said it lost.
Okay, looks like you got it now. Green.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check and see. I think you're good.
awesome.
So I believe we're in the third, fourth inning now. What we could do is rip the pieces of paper out for this team.
I'm just trying to look at the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
See who's coming up later.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. These teams only play 1 game a day.
That's what I was looking up.
Yeah.
It looks like, you know, in the past they played 2, but it looks like they're only playing 1.
So get up nice and early at 8 a.m. and you're done.
This is Catherine Zelgado from Monona Grove.
That's just around the Madison area. That's in there for a strike. I think it's quickly 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch it low for a ball.
We got a new pitcher here. Who's pitching?
This is,
Number 9.
it's going to be Eliza Acker of Ellsworth in Wisconsin. That one hit off the end of the bat. It's foul. Let me see if I can. There's 2 strikes on the batter right now on Ellsworth. On Delgado, I mean. That one's popped up the right and caught. That's going to be caught by, out right field by Olivia Poulin of Winona, Minnesota. So now the top of the order will come back up. Addison Coffey of Stillwater High School, Minnesota is up to bat. That's in there for a strike. Quickly 0-1. Next pitch is away. That's foul back to the back screen. It's 0-2 now. She plays third base mainly. The batter, Coffey, and then throws righty, bats righty. You'll once in a while see those kids. It's more common than you think that they do two opposite things between batting and throwing. Pitch is in there, just foul, got a piece of it.
Nice little change up.
That's the thing I won't be able to do in softball is tell the kind of pitches. What's that? Change up? Well, people always say, assume it's slower and has a little movement, it's a change up. I'm like, you never know though.
Yeah, it takes a little time to get used to that.
Oh yeah.
See some really good pitchers over the years that bring a lot of different types of pitches. I mean, you get those kids with really good curveballs or rise balls or screwballs, and they can really move it. And then you get somebody that just brings some gas and will throw some fastballs at you.
That one's ripped up the middle. Just went through under the glove of the shortstop. That one looked like it was going to be a tough play as it was.
Yeah, if she fields it cleanly, I don't think she's got to play anywhere. Still have to get down, knock that ball down, but I don't think she didn't have a play to make regardless.
Lauren Shepard now of Chippewa Falls batting at the plate. Mainly plays catcher and first base, throws righty and bats righty. 2026 grad, plays for the Fire Pro 14U Holberg team for her travel team in the summertime. Pitches away in for a strike as she swings and misses. I believe the count is 1-1 now. Pitches high, foul away. Kind of took that inside pitch out. So there's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Lots of people have eyes on you if you're playing this today. Quickly try to protect yourself from the inside pitch.
This is one of those interesting jump swings. Jump out of the way and swing at it at the same time.
Yeah.
Not advisable.
No. 1 ball, 2 strikes still remains. Swings and misses in the dirt. It's going to be dropped third, though. So she'll end up at first. Gets by the catcher.
Well, with no outs, she can't go to first.
Madison Honig of Beloit Turner is now the catcher for Team 3. Now batting is Claire Nelson of Assumption. Plays for Fire Pro 16U in Wisconsin. She's a catcher and third baseman mainly. Bats lefty, throws righty. Pitches outside for a ball. It's quickly 1-0. Quick dust of home plate there. Waiting the next, here's the pitch. A little bit outside, she's gonna take third base as it gets past the catcher. Hit the catcher's glove. So quickly standing on third base.
You know, one thing you'll notice in these Showtime kind of showcase things is the catchers and pitchers trying to get on the same page, trying to catch. You know, it's a little tougher to block a pitch.
It's gonna get by the catcher quickly. Coming in is Nelson, and she'll score. Kind of one of those risky steals because it's like backstop's so short. But it took that right bounce for you to be able to score. She kind of hesitated at first, but still scored without having even to slide. So the score is, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's really difficult going back to my point. Blocking pitches for a pitcher that you're not used to catching, and the ball moves a little bit differently, and that could be a little challenging on catchers and pitchers. Pitchers obviously like to have that comfort of having a catcher that they know well, but something you got to work through.
So they're calling out for a runner. Someone spin ball 4. So here comes the last out. I think that's the way they do it, is the last out, or whoever's available. Pitch is in there for a strike. Hit the outside edge.
It's probably the first one who can get their helmet on and run out there is
Yeah.
what it is. A little race over to the dugout. Who can get their helmet on first?
Pitch is low for a ball. It's going to get past the catcher. Quickly to second is Nelson. Wait. No, that's actually Coffee of Stillwater, Minnesota, who got the second there. So the last one out, so that's who took the base. Pitch is outside for a ball. She took a pretty good aggressive lead over there at second.
Again, that's what you should be doing here at a showcase and lead off, get a good jump, show your base running skills. Everything here is just showing what your skills are.
Ball's outside. 2-0. Correction, that's number 8. So that's Bone at second base. Man, that looked like a 1 from here. So that's Bone of Laconia.
If you want me to. I just thought I'd stop by. Okay, I can. Is Gary around? Yep, he's over there. Okay, I'm going to go say hi real quick.
Hey, Peyton Monticelli's in the house. She's heading out, I think, this weekend to going to Oklahoma.
Nice. She played for softball for you at Hortonville, or?
Nope, she's a Cedarburg kid. Played for the Badgers last year.
Oh, really? Really?
Transferred to Oklahoma.
Nice.
In the transfer portal this offseason, so she's very excited, I know, to head down there. And she's helped out with our club team, with our young pitchers, and been a really good mentor to our kids. So I'm really happy to see her.
Popped up foul, and it's going to be caught. Umpire, nice flexes there to get out of the way.
I lost that one in the 10th, but really happy to see her, try to live out her dream and go down and be part of a really special program in Oklahoma. Obviously, leaving Wisconsin, the Homer fans here, you always want to keep your talent in state as much as you can, but she really found a situation that she thinks is great for her. Obviously, Oklahoma's probably the top program in the country for college softball, and for her to get an opportunity to go there and play and compete at the highest of levels is a really cool opportunity for her. So wishing her the best, and I think she's heading out this weekend, so this is probably her last hurrah around here for a little while.
Yeah, you always see them come home right around Thanksgiving break. All the college kids usually come home. The ball's quickly outside. Ball 2. Pitches away, a little bit high for a ball. Second there, I thought she was going to run it. At first, gotten pretty aggressive.
So I don't want to tell you to tune off of our game, but on field 1, if you're watching the other W7 feed, you got Ashley Wolf and Peyton Monticelli over there, both working on that game. So, Ashley's going to Oregon State. Nice. Peyton's going to go to Oklahoma. So if you want to tune in and listen to them for a little bit, unless you're watching someone specifically in our game, no hurt feelings from us.
Yeah, no hurt feelings.
But go ahead and give them a listen if.
Or have us in one ear and have them in one ear.
That's field 1, so you can find the feed. We're on YouTube.
And I think they're on Facebook too, aren't they?
I don't know if we do Facebook anymore. We're on YouTube is the safe one. Go to YouTube, find us there, find the W7 feed. You can use your apps on your TV. I can watch it on my smart TV now. It's
time as a ball came over from the other game.
What the heck?
Ella Freeman of Wazata in Minnesota batting, and she takes a pitch out a little bit outside for a strike. Travel team is Midwest Speed, 16U in Minnesota. Mainly plays outfield, catches, throws, and bats right-handed. Next pitch is popped up high and foul.
It's out of play into field 3.
Oh, she hit that one pretty far. I believe it's 1 and 2 on the hitter. Next pitch is swing and a miss.
Really nice changeup.
Nice kind of off-speed pitch there. As we will switch sides now after the better limit. Yep. Susan Vokes now the pitcher from Fond du Lac. Team 4.
Susan played on one of our 16 teams for the Bandits, and Fond du Lac High School starting pitcher. She's been the starting pitcher there for the last 2 years and going on year 3 here, going to be a junior.
Madison Honig, the batter from Beloit Turner. She grounds at the second. Throws over to first in time. We got, well, the outs don't matter.
The outs don't matter. We are here just enjoying the best weather we've had in years. And we're
This last year.
and we're just having fun today.
Oh, jeez. That one's going to be grounded to short. Nice pick there. Throw to first in time.
You know, as a coach, this is my favorite. This would be my favorite inning right now. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Yes.
Just 2 ground balls.
Nice play there by Emma Bone of Laconia.
Really efficient here. Susan's attacking him.
So now batting is Emerald Olsen of Onalaska. She plays for the Mississippi Valley Pride team. She's mainly an outfielder, shortstop. She bats lefty and throws righty low. So she took the first pitch in there inside. Next pitch is away. Ball's outside. Charging, preparing for the bunt. As they sent the third base corner in. It's going to be 2-0. Fouls that one off as she tried to bunt once again.
So you'll probably see kids the next 2 days, you know, bunting or slapping in some odd situations that you normally wouldn't do in a game. But again, they're showing off their skills. They're not worried about winning. It's a very interesting scenario because usually you're playing softball and all you're thinking about is how am I going to help my team win? How am I going to do that? And you're not really focused. This is the one time you're not really focused about doing that. You're trying to showcase your skills, and if you're a slapper or if you're a bunter or you want to show off your speed, and you got to do that regardless of what the situation is.
Yeah, Lauren Shepard now the catcher for Team 4. pitches away and foul on the bunt attempt once again. So I believe it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. The only time you exit the field is either if you get thrown out, thrown out like our pop fly, strikeout. If you walk, you don't exit. And swings and a miss, strike 3. So now coming up to the plate is Morgan Larson of Sauk Prairie.
Really strong inning here from Susan Vokes. Looks like her velocity looks pretty good today.
It's a pitcher.
Keep working, babe. Nice job, man. Nice job. Here we go. Here we go. You got it, Morgan.
Pitches low for a ball.
Haven't even been reading the Facebook comments until now. Stoltz is already all over me.
Avery Molnar of Forest Lake, Minnesota at the plate. In there for a strike, kind of a low zone attack strike. Waiting next pitch, and that's thrown ball. It kind of got off her hand. There. So I believe it's 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Okay, boys, what's going on here? I got kicked off the other broadcast. Be over here and hang out with the guy.
It looked
over there.
Did you get in a fight? I think Ashley.
I did. I totally wiped out on the pavement. You know what? Remember, Quinn, I did the same thing last year.
Oh, that's right.
Right at the beginning. Same thing. Exact same thing as last year. Tripped over a cord, took a header right into the pavement.
Oh, that's what that crashing noise
That was
was.
me.
Oh, that was you.
Crashed into the pavement.
I heard it behind me. I thought it was a foul ball.
I was a foul ball, dude.
Reminds me of the time
Typical hot mess.
Reminds me of the time I fell in the bleachers.
We're not even
at
a game
Arrowhead.
in yet.
Dude, I know, right?
Reminds me of the time I fell in the bleachers at Arrowhead. And strike 3. So now we will switch sides once again in between innings.
You lose audio there, Quinn?
Yeah, I can't hear. There you go.
No.
No, I'm
Really good pitching by Susan Volkster that past inning.
Yes.
Quinn, Susan Vokes, I mean, just a tremendous athlete, and I know you know her. Obviously, she played for your club team, but you got played against her as well at Fondy for Hortonville. I mean, just a tremendous talent.
Yeah, she looked really good today. Her velocity looked really good, the best I've seen it in a while. A lot of ground ball outs, a couple strikeouts. I mean, she was on today, this morning, and she's had some, injury things that she's had to work through, and still pitched really well for Fond du Lac while doing that. But today she's looking pretty healthy. Now she can lead off the innings, so we'll see the offensive side of her too. She's a really good hitter as well.
Eliza Acker, the new pitcher from Ellsworth.
Well, on your camera, on your screen right now, you see our talents. I kept myself off it on purpose just because nobody wants to see that.
You must have it on the other
Matt
phone.
Peck and Quinn Hines. Matt, our special guest, joining us. Matt does a ton of stuff on the Max Preps radio side, and he and I have gotten a chance to kind of get to know each other, become friends a little bit, and had this kind of thing open up. And I said, hey, Matt, would you come in and fill in for us? And he graciously accepted, and appreciate having you here today, Matt.
Thank you very much for inviting me today. It's been nice. We're looking to get more broadcasters on the Max Prep side of things, and hopefully get some softball games on there this spring, get some girls basketball games on there this spring.
You got to get you some video going over there.
Yeah. We do it to the website that doesn't have any video right now.
Yeah.
The website that works with Max Preps, but it's our
Video's
goal
great.
next 2 years.
You can be a lot lazier. You don't have to call. You don't have to paint all the action. You can let the kind of
I know.
video take care of itself.
That's why I enjoy whenever I go to Muskego and Mukwonago, they have us do their Just a Game live stream too. That's why I kind of lay low a little bit.
Nice.
For football season, we don't do that for basketball with any schools, but pitch is low in the dirt once again for a ball.
Is this Susan right here hitting?
Yeah, Susan Vokes from Fond du Lac up to pitched an outstanding inning last inning. Ball is high once again. She got some good pitch selection there.
I mean, Quinn, we got some real heavy hitter softball kids on the mics today.
I know.
Peyton Monticelli, Oklahoma, Ashley Wolf, Oregon State. I mean, we got power conference kids on today.
We're going we're Power 5.
Well, Oregon State's in flux. I get that right now, but
no. Great schools.
Yes.
No, really good talent, and there's a lot of talent on the field today too. A lot of names. I was just looking through the list. Some of these kids have been here now every year that we've done this, and some of them are still only going to be sophomores in high school.
Quinn,
Wow.
this kid at the plate right now, Hannah Trzynski from Pacelli, tremendous softball player, state champion from Pacelli, and great program up there. Great to see Hannah today.
Yeah, she pitched the first 2 innings of this game, and
She was a gem at the state tournament this year.
That state tournament was exciting to watch on TV. I'll definitely be in the media next year. Big mistake for not going to that.
There's no way her coach isn't watching this. There's no way.
beat Oakfield in the state final.
A good Oakfield team, yeah.
Well,
in the championship
you say
game.
that every year about good Oakfield team. They feel like they win it half the time.
Here's a trivia question for you. Oakfield. So they're the Oaks, right?
Yep.
What is the name of their mascot? Do you know?
Oh, the actual mascot?
Yeah.
Oh, I should. Oh, I feel like I should know. I mean,
I called him the Angry Oak. It's not. That's not it. But I was informed what it is. It's Ollie. Ollie the Oak.
I did not know that.
It's a great mascot. I love it. But two of my favorites, Ollie the Oak, and then the cricket from Fall Creek.
Oh, the cricket.
It's Jiminy Cricket. I mean, that's the mascot.
Nice.
Emma Bone, now the batter from Laconia. From Velocity GRB's travel team.
So you're saying in Hortonville we're gonna have to up our game with the polar? We could probably.
No, Polar Bears is fantastic.
We could, yeah, but
no, never touch that.
no, but our mascot, we got to have a name.
Yeah.
Barry White.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good mascot name, right? For the Polar Bears? No, Polar Bears. That ain't going nowhere.
Flies that one
Emma Bone from Laconia batting right now. So Emma from Laconia, and that's a program on the rise. Laconia softball. They were obviously dominant for a long time, and they're kind of getting things rebuilt over there. Got some really good talent. I think keep an eye out on them next year.
Yeah, absolutely. They were a powerhouse when Kayla Schwebke came through and won a couple state titles, and then they've been very competitive over the past few years. But you're right there. The talent there is that conference, the Flyway Conference.
Flyway's fantastic.
Has been really good. I mean, Mayville was a runner-up.
Nice play.
Nice pick.
Paige Cayley over
Gets
there.
her at first. Nice play there. At
Hometown kid, Waukesha.
Who is that, Quinn?
Paige Cayley.
Waukesha West.
She's a Waukesha kid.
I know kids in Laconia.
She was a home. She did homeschool. She was a homeschool kid. She subbed for me for my.
Kid. Got it.
She subbed for me, but she plays Waukesha.
West.
Well, yeah, it was West.
Yeah.
But she plays for Waukesha West.
Swing and fouls that one sharply to the right side.
Going to be a sophomore. She subbed for us down in Iowa this year as a freshman. She got to play with Hillary Blomberg, Danny Lucy, and the greats.
Pretty good.
That could be a really intimidating group to come join.
Of course it is.
For
I'm intimidated even calling their game.
for a kid who's a freshman and has never met any of those kids before,
Yeah.
and she came in and she just fit right in. She had a really good tournament. And so I know Paige a little bit now from there, and the wonders of the internet, how you can find kids
Isn't
to
it
come
amazing?
play.
Barrett calling on the batter for Marionette.
Quinn, have you seen her, Barrett Cole? I haven't seen her. A Marinette kid. We
No,
didn't get that far
no,
north.
this is the first time. This is the first time I've seen.
Pitch in there for a
Nice off
strike.
speed. It's a great change.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Flyway, Mayville was a runner-up. Campbellsport had a really good year this year. Winnebago Lutheran was really good.
Winnebago Lutheran was really good.
St. Mary Springs was tough. That conference this year, Laconia, Lamira, was a very, very, very competitive conference.
Another one is the East Central Conference.
Yeah.
Kewaskum, Waupun is building. I'm telling you, that's like a coming storm.
I got Waupun kids on my club team all over the place.
Kaylee Westfall, she's the real deal, man.
And you wait, there's a kid who's on my 16U team who's still only going to be in 8th grade this year.
Wow.
She's fantastic. You'll hear her name in the next few years coming up.
Waupun won the American Legion Division I state championship 2 weeks ago in DeForest. Josh Davis, a good friend of ours, the head coach at Waupun, and also was a big part of spearheading the first ever part of that, and be there for the inaugural state tournament for American Legion softball.
The new head coach at Waupun for high school, Derek Stanke, came over. He was a state championship winning coach for the baseball side.
Yep.
Now he's coming over to do softball. But no, shout out Carly White. Probably not listening today, but she's on my club team. She plays for Waupun. Ryan Babish, and they're doing something great over there. Kewaskum, we got the chance to go down to Kewaskum and play on their awesome facility, and
they have a kid. I don't know if she's a freshman or sophomore pitcher that's really
Sabish, Macy Sabish.
Macy, that's right, Macy.
Yep, she's on one of our 16U teams. Lauren Rettler's here today. I saw her. She's here on one of these teams. I don't know. There's every year there's just multiplying teams.
Yeah.
Which is great because we get so many more kids here and opportunity to grow the game. We were talking about your game over there. The two Paige Johnsons going against it, both from Superior.
I know.
I've just found it interesting they played against each other in the first game.
That is funny, isn't it? So you got Paige Johnson, you got Paige B. Johnson.
Yeah, Paige Johnson,
so
Paige
the
B. Johnson.
trivia question today is we're trying to find out. So I put Ashley in charge of this. Find out what the B stands for in Paige B. Johnson. We each have our guess. So my guess is Brittany, and Ashley's guess is Bryn. I think Ashley's probably going to be closer than me, but we're going to see if we can find out what her middle name is.
All right.
This is going to be Eliza Acker of Ellsworth.
I wonder how close together they live. Like, I wonder if they live on the same street. Neighbors,
Neighbors.
Superior is about as far north as you can get in Wisconsin.
What a nightmare for a coach, though, having two kids named Paige Johnson on your team.
Yeah, I'm about to go nickname on.
Oh, for sure. I mean, but still.
Well, at the state tournament, they called her, Paige Johnson, Paige B. Johnson. That's because I'm like, why are they calling her Paige B. Johnson? That's very formal. Then I realized, well, there's two Paige Johnsons, so.
Same
Not
class.
the sharpest tool in the deck there.
Same class. Both
Same
2025
class,
kids.
Pitch is a little inside.
Eliza Acker from Ellsworth, Wisconsin, 2025.
And Susan's throwing hard today.
Now, did you guys go over the socks, like to show the year for the socks?
I mentioned it before, but I don't remember which year is which.
So whites is 2025. Reds are the 2024s.
Okay.
Green is 2026, and orange is 2027.
Okay.
Nice.
There's
I
one
didn't
kid
even know
wearing
that.
black socks. She's 2028.
Okay.
That's Marin Amon, Minnesota, but she's over at the other field.
Okay. Is that our youngest this year, 2028?
Yeah, just one 2028er.
Sophie Hermes will be here later, and she's
Sophie's
a
here. Yeah, she was
third year
grade,
and
yeah.
third-year veteran. She's only going to be a sophomore. I'm already tired of.
Ripped to right. Carrying and missed in right field. Going to go to second. Definitely going to try for third. She's on the wheels. Throw to third is not in time. Nice triple there.
My Paige crushed that thing. Quinn.
That's her second triple.
Just stayed fair along the right field line.
The infield has a really good swing.
There's Alex Gerber from Burnsville, Minnesota. See, Matt, you got to tell me to be quiet, otherwise I'll take it over your whole job.
You're okay. You know a lot more about these kids.
Facebook stream has ended. Is that us? Or is that like.
It's still live on YouTube. It'll be fine. I'll come over and check it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Facebook.
Hey, I already sent everybody to YouTube. I
Yeah.
said it's more reliable.
It is.
You can watch it on your smart
Absolutely
TV.
That's for sure. Smart TVs are the way to go nowadays. With
Oh,
our Chromecast was a big one a few years ago with streaming off your phone on the TV with YouTube. Pitch is hit the shortstop. Throws to first. Nice speed. Not going to get her.
I'll tell you, the amount of basketball games when I turn on my smart TV and go to YouTube, the W7 pops up right away. Just
Atta
basketball
way.
game. I can watch any game I want to.
I love that.
See, there always some team in my area that always pops up first when I turn on my TV. Oak Creek, Franklin, Racine schools, Kenosha schools. Strike one to Olivia Pollen of Winona in Minnesota. 2024 grad, plays outfield. Looks like really only plays outfield. Bats right, throws right. Pitches away and fouled as Gerber was in progress trying to steal. She'll quickly retrieve back to first.
Yeah, Susan's throwing a lot harder today. I feel like probably a couple weeks of rest definitely helped. You go from a demanding high school season into a club season, and you play and play and play. And
Now it's going to be ripped to second. Retrieving could have been trouble if she would have been trying. As popped to second. Then easy turn two. So now coming up is Bryn Taylor, 2026 from Kansas. Alate West High School. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1 quickly. Waiting to pitch is up high for a ball. Stealing, thrown on a second is not going to get her. Pretty decent throw there by the catcher. Gerber steals second. Pitch, must have been a little outside for a ball, a little low as well. Swings and drives one to first base. Stays fair, not really drive one, but sticked one out to first base, and that'll be our batter limit for the inning.
we're going to have a new catcher here. Let's see. Is that right? Is that number 2? I can't tell. It looks like a 2.
Well, look at the position.
It's not listed.
Oh, that's weird.
It does look like a number 2, though, right? Jada Carls, is that Jada?
Looks like it, yeah. It looks like a number 2 to me. Jada Carl's on New Berlin. Eisenhower, the new catcher.
You're on your own for a few.
Coming back to you guys right now. here. I believe it's like 5th or 6th inning right now. Reagan Hunley now batting of Sun Prairie West in Wisconsin. Takes a pitch inside. Nearly clipped her there. Coming from the GTS 16U Midwest Genrich team. Bat's ready, throws ready. Wait. Right now pitching for the red team is Eliza Acker of Ellsworth. See a lot of Wisconsin talent in here. You get some Minnesota, some Illinois. We even got Kansas today and obviously some Iowa as well. I believe there's like Kentucky and Indiana here as well. Mainly the whole Midwest. Scouts here today watching kids. This tournament's mainly about watching the kids play. The athletes play, and that's why we're not keeping track of outs, runs mainly. And that one's popped foul to the right side. Stays quickly 0-2. Trying to keep up best with my most best softball knowledge. I'm mainly a baseball broadcaster with the maxpreps.com. Coming from outside Wisconsin, you probably heard of it pretty well. Swings at strike 3, quickly going to retrieve. Called it a foul ball. First base umpire overruled, decided it was a foul ball. Must have heard the cling of the bat there, so it still remains no balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses, strike 3. So now Catherine Zelgado of Monona Grove up to bat. 2025 graduate, coming from Wisconsin. She's an outfielder mainly. Bats ready and throws ready. She plays for the Wisconsin Outlaws during the summertime. First pitch is nice, off-speed pitch for a strike. Kind of sink down a little bit there. Next pitch, nice bunt. Goes back a little bit, foul as it hits the plate. Now quickly 0-2. Eliza Acker pitching pretty well so far with from Ellsworth for the red team, otherwise known as Team 3 in this showcase. Nice off-speed pitch, goes a little bit low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Impressed with how far some of these kids have come. Kansas we saw. Next pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Still, no, 2 balls, 2 strikes, like I mentioned earlier. If it does get to ball 4, they send a runner out from the dugout, as there are no walks in this game, so everyone can get their full at bat. As the college coaches are looking at base running too, how good is your jump? As Delgado quickly rips that one on the left side. I believe it still remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. I was right. Standing waiting to pitch and foul back once again. She's fighting him off pretty well here. Quickly. Standing here doing a good job at the plate. Waiting the next pitch. Swings and misses, strike 3. Great pitch by Eliza Acker there. So now coming up to the plate is Addison Coffey of Stillwater, Minnesota, the first batter in the lineup. She's a 2024 graduate, mainly plays third base. First pitch is in there for a ball. She bats right, throws righty as well. She comes from the Midwest Speed 15U Gold travel team, based in Minnesota. Swings and misses for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Eliza Acker doing really well on the Mountaineer. Inside the circle. Pitch is driving to left field and missed in left field. She's going to have herself a double, potentially a triple, going to 3. And in there safely. That ball was just missed in left field. I think they kind of maybe misread where it was coming at first. So now Lauren Shepard of Chippewa Falls will come up to the plate. With a runner on third base. Shepard takes that pitch inside for a ball. With a runner on third, looking to get her home. If she can get an RBI here. Swing and fouled. Ball rolled right through her legs during that foul ball. So quickly, 1 ball, 1 strike. Liza Acker pitching a gem here. Until that big hit. She's still pitching a gem. Big hit. Nice triple out there. That's going to be a roller. Slow roller to third base. Throws to first in time. A run will come home as Addison Coffey scores. Nice play over there by Eliza Piggott of Grays Lake Central in Illinois. So now batting is Claire Nelson of Assumption. She plays with the Fire Pro 16U Gold team in the summertime. She's mainly a catcher and third baseman. Bats lefty, throws righty. Pitches a little low for a ball. So quickly 1-0 here. Next pitch. Ripped to first off the glove. And she will get on base. Hard hit ball would have been hard to stop as it falls off of Taylor Liebelt's glove from Wausau West. And that'll do it for the inning as the batter limit comes aboard. Ladies and gentlemen, I pulled up the YouTube stream on my phone, so feel free to leave a comment on the W7 Productions. YouTube, I now pulled it up on my phone, so leave whatever comment you'd like. This is Matt Peck bringing you some broadcasting. I produce work for MaxPreps.com, the #1 national news source for high school sports in America. This morning, broadcast mainly with Game Mike, which partners with Max Preps. So pretty well-known program we have here. Make sure this isn't interfering here. So leading off is Jada Carls of New Berlin Eisenhower, 2025 grad. Takes the first pitch high. And it's still Susan Vokes on the mound from Fond du Lac for the blue team. Carls takes a pitch outside. It's quickly 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is low outside for a ball. 2-1. Like the Hortonville coach was mentioning earlier, Susan Vokes is throwing really hard today. That helps with a few weeks off, I tell you. From travel balls, coming out here to the showcase in August, and that's a ball. Carls takes a little bit outside of a ball, so it's about 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Away the next pitch, swings and misses. 2 strikes now on the batter. Taken outside for a ball. Like I said earlier, the balls really don't matter. It's mainly the strikes, and if you don't go out down on swing or looking, you gotta put the ball in play. There are no walks in this game, as you want to get everyone the best at bat possible. just a bit outside. Pretty close pitch there. Hugged the play a little bit. So there's still 2 strikes remaining on the 2 strikes on the batter right now. That one's taken high for a ball. Once it reaches ball 4, they will put another runner on base from the dugout. And Carl's swings and misses. My bad, must be 2 strikes now. Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's no pitch thing on the scoreboard, that's why I'm confused. Swings and misses. Carl's goes down swinging. Good pitch there by Vokes. Hugging that outside. Eliza Piggott of Grays Lake Central will be the batter now. Of Illinois. Catcher, third baseman. Takes that pitch outside, and she's got a runner on second sitting out there for her. Can get the hit in the outfield, potentially could be a base hit and score the run.
Did you lose your partner?
I don't know where he went. He said he'd be back.
Yeah, Quinn. Well, good thing you're here, Matt.
Yeah. I got up earlier a lot better than I thought I would. I actually was early, too. I got here at 7:25. I'm like, made good time on the freeway. Foul to the right side. Vokes has been outstanding to them. Still trying to get used to these names. Pitches inside. That's going to be grounded up the middle. Tried to be stopped by the pitcher and throws on to first. Not in time. Throws back to third. Gets away. Runner's going to come home. Coffee scores. Brent Taylor scores. Wrong team.
Hey, we've all been there, brother.
Yeah. It's going to happen a few more times.
It'll happen many times over the next 2 days.
Yeah.
The good thing is the W7 Nation's always got your back. That's the main thing. James will keep an eye on the comments for us. Pretty quiet.
Yeah, I opened up my phone to see if there are any comments, too, during the break. In there for a strike. The batter's now Madison Honig of Beloit Turner.
Beloit Turner made it to state this year also.
Yep. A lot of state talent here this year.
They had a really nice crowd at the state tournament.
Yeah.
Beloit Turner did. A lot of students were there. It was really cool to see so many students there for that opening round game that Turner played in.
Yeah. The best crowd I've seen all year during the state tournament field for any sport was Hortonville baseball.
Well, and part of that, too, I mean, it's advantageous to them that the state tournament was in Appleton, so it wasn't too far of a drive over there from Hortonville, but still.
The game was sold out, just to say that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I wasn't there, obviously.
I was sitting in the press box. I'm like, thank God I wasn't looking for a seat because I wouldn't get one. Honig stand up there pretty well. Takes a pit high strike 3.
No, I'm going to let you get back to work here, Matt. Just keep up the great work, buddy.
Thank you. Taylor Liebelt now from Wausau West, the batter. Pitch low in the dirt, had to lift her foot up. Ball 1. Liebelt comes from the northern part of Wisconsin. She's an outfielder, first baseman. Righty, batting and throwing. She plays for the Fire Pro travel team. Liebelt's got 2 balls, no strikes on her right now. Pitch is low in the dirt for ball 3. Coming home quickly and safe at home plate is Liza Piggott from Grays Lake. She'll score on the pass ball. Time is called. Got to clean up home plate. So Liebelt still up at the plate right now. Multiple scouts watching each game. They weren't wrong when I saw the advertisement about different colleges being here. I look back here and there's got a full wall back here. Pitches fouled away to the right side. I believe there's 2 strikes. Like I said, the scoreboard is not on with how many balls and strikes there are or even the score. So trying our best here to keep track of the balls and strikes. Swing and foul to the right side. Still, there's 2 strikes now. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is going to be on the ground. Gets past the second baseman. That would have been a tough play as it was, as she was on the move. Not able to get to it unless she probably dived, and still would have been a tough play as it was. So, Liebelt is aboard. Emerald Olsen, now the batter from Onalaska, takes the pitch. Outside for ball, quickly pulls back to bunt. Third baseman Claire Nelson of Assumption quickly charging for that bunt. She's going to look for it again. Yep, here we go. Ball outside. No, you can call it a strike. Strike on the pitch, because that was a pretty good pitch. Next pitch is outside for a ball. She's got 2 balls, 1 strike on her. Swing and grounds 1 to short. Throws on to first and safe is the call. I couldn't find the umpire, but that's going to do the inning anyways due to the batter limit. I believe it's the 6th or the 7th inning right now. So that'll be, red team will come back on the field. It'll be interesting to see who pitches for the red team now. Number Avery Molnar of Forest Lake, Minnesota, in the pitch for the red team, which is team 3. Coming to catch now is Jada Carls of New Berlin Eisenhower. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to stay tuned for more Max Preps broadcasting, talk about myself a little bit coming from maxpreps.com. My Twitter handle is Matt_PeckWI. You can come view some more broadcasts. I do post things about softball and girls sports as well, especially with Max Preps Player of the Year, which last year was Carly Meredith from Kaukauna for Wisconsin. I got to get from the other states. Get that. Don't think she's playing here today. So now coming in for Silver or Gray Royal, Ella Freeman, the first batter from Wazada, Minnesota, plays for the Midwest Speed 16U National Bra. Sorry if I'm saying that city wrong. I do that a lot. That one's popped up to right field. Under it is caught out there. I can't see the number as our vision is starting to go. It was caught in right field. So now the pitcher, Susan Vokes, will bat from Fond du Lac. Plays for the Wisconsin Bandits 16U. She's a pitcher, third baseman. Throws ready and pitches ready. Swings it, drives one to right field. That's going to be caught. Nice rip out there. 2 catches in a row out there for the right fielder. That looks like number 11 to me out there. So that was Alex Gerber from Burnsville, Minnesota, making those 2 catches out in right field. Now batting is Hannah Trzynski of Pacelli Catholic. Like Gary said, I believe they were the state champions last year in division in Wisconsin, in division, can't remember. I'm not really good with divisions because they all switch around a lot in WYA. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's quickly 1 ball, 1 strike. Trzynski plays for the plate, bats righty and throws righty. Follows that one off to the right side. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So looking for, grab a new ball here real quick. Encourage you to follow Productions W7 on Twitter if you're watching on YouTube. Follow to the right side. Give Hortonville Softball a follow as well. That's the partner that was here. Follow them as well. Matt_Peck WI by handle. Got lots of high school sports content on there. So that's Matt_Peck WI. Rips that one up in the air. Could be playable. No, it hits the top of the fence. Kind of hit off the end of the bat. Trzynski stands up there with 2 strikes. Pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 3. That's the game. So obviously the score doesn't matter, so that's great talent baseball game. So that's game 1 of our day today. Well played by these girls today. Saw lots of great pitching, lots of great hits today.